Today is Saturday and it is 7 o'clock and I am not wide awake. I've been awake for several hours and things have been kind of on my mind a lot, and so I decided I was gonna consult the tarot. So here we are in my car. This is the bag that I've been recently putting my cards and stones in. Some people do like a spread and then they kind of feel energy, which one they would like to pull out. I just kept shuffling until no more cards wanted to fall out. So I said, very generally in the beginning, I'd like to just stick to 5 cards at first, see what those had either in common or what they had to tell me, and then I would pull again if I felt like I needed more clarity. So I used the book. This is the book. It's Maria Shaw's Tarot for Teens. If you know Maria Shaw, she is wonderful. I have met her. She is friends with my Aunt Mary. I've went to her psychic fair before, and she's great. She's on the radio and everything. But I got this deck from my Aunt Mary. She bought it while we were at the convention, and I've had it ever since. Anyways, so the 6 of Swords I pulled, and the first thing I thought of was hardships, but I also thought of like going away from hardships. So when I looked this up, it was kind of similar to what I had just said. I had hardships in the past, and now I'm moving on. I'm moving past those and on to new things. I mean, the more that I look at this, there's these swords here. And when I was looking at this picture, I didn't really envision a specific person to be me, but I think this is me. This person sitting here cloaked, sitting next to these swords, which are the hardships. In my eyes, that's how I view it. These swords are the hardships that I have encountered in my past, and I am always going to be me. My hardships and my triumphs and everything that has happened in my life, I will always carry with me, and these are those things. These are those swords. So this card's telling me that I'm moving past these. I'm moving on to a new adventure, something new in life. Which is really great to hear, because this morning I woke up, I had to go to the bathroom and I couldn't go back to sleep, and it was because my nerves, because of today, because of the move. I'm moving and I was just really concerned. I was like, oh crap, I don't have anything prepared for the move. Like today, last night, and like weeks before this day, we've been staying with a friend, and after today, all of our stuff at their house is going to be out. We are going to be in our own apartment because they need their own space. They're about to have a baby. We didn't want to waste any more time. And so like I've been up since the time I had to go to the bathroom, which was around like 2:30, until even now. I haven't went back to sleep. I tried, I couldn't. And it was because I was worrying so much about these things that I've constantly worried about in the past. Money and time, and those are my main triggers of my hardships. It's me constantly worrying about money, constantly worrying about not having enough time, and just the experiences of all of that worry I've been carrying with me up until this point. But I'm getting this apartment, and things are gonna look up, and I'm moving on to bigger and better things. So moving on from that, we have the 7 of Cups, or the 7 of Chalices, whatever you want to say. And when I looked at this card, it was very confusing to me, because the first thing I noticed was that all these cups have different things in them. And what worried me when I looked at it was, who is this person? Why are these creepy animals here? There's jewels, which represents like fortune to me. I had no idea what this had meant, and this castle on a hill. I was just very unsure. And then when I looked back at the card again, I was like, what's with all this smoke? What's with all these clouds? I'm confused. When I read the description and everything, it means that I have many options. But for me personally, having tons of options usually makes things much harder for me to decide, to comprehend, and all of that. So this card really spoke to me as a usual thing for me, but also it also represents this inner conflict I was having with myself this morning. So like, I don't want to get too into detail, but I was worrying about money, and there was something that I felt like I needed to pay for, but I couldn't because I had no money. If I reassess all of my options and all of my factors in what's going on, the money problem won't really be a problem anymore. So I have all of these options, all these different ways I can go about things. The next card I pulled is the Emperor. This card I was confused by kind of as well, only because I had no idea who this card represented at first. I realized this card represents my boyfriend. I know that's a weird realization, because he's literally like 1 year older than me. So I was getting confused because I thought maybe it was my grandpa. My grandpa honestly looks kind of like this man, but when I thought back to these cards, it just didn't really make sense why he would be in this draw. This draw is very much about me and my relationship with my boyfriend and the fact that we're moving together into this apartment. This is very much about the current moment in time. He's I want to say he's like, I don't want to say he's like the wise old man, because sometimes I feel like I'm more wise than he is, and that might be a flaw to our relationship. I don't really know. But he is my strength. He is my rock. He is the person that keeps me anchored. That is what I felt. I felt anchor. Very stern, very stuck in his ways, very, hard. I don't know. Okay, this is what I think. This is me with all my hardships, This is my boyfriend. This man right here. This is in this situation, this is my boyfriend, and he has always been my anchor. But in this right here, he's not only my anchor, he's also my motivator, my pusher. He has always been that since day one, and he knows that I carry all these things with me, but he always pushes me to move past them, to move on to other things, to better things, to think more positively and more forward. So this is him and this is me. This, I feel, is a representation of us, because all of these options are not just options for me, but for us. I always think of like money and situations as always my problem, but he always reminds me that they're not just my problem. We are a team, we are a collective. Anything that affects me affects him. So this is a representation of us, and then this is him again. And I link that onto the next card, which is this Eight of Swords. And when I saw this card, I said, she's trapped. She is trapped. And I didn't even feel like someone put her there. I felt like she was there somehow because of her own situations. And when I read the card, that's exactly what it was saying. Like, all of these hardships and all of these obstacles and all of these problems and worries, they're all because of myself. I do it to myself. This is like a cycle that I've constantly been in my life, where I almost create problems when there are none, or create issues that don't necessarily have to be issues. So this is my strength, this is my rock, this is my man, this is my boyfriend, this is my boo, this is me. And he's kind of, it's crazy to me that I, like, right here, it's like all these options and everything for us, and he's here for me because he knows that I do this to myself. And we talk about it all the time. You have to stop worrying. You have to let things go. Everything's going to be okay. That's what this reminds me of. Having him here next to me, he always says that. He always is like, everything's going to be okay. And it's just so crazy. And then the moon. What was the moon about? This is the only card I didn't spend a whole lot of time on. It made perfect sense, so I just kind of was like, yep. But I can't really remember, so let me pull that up. I know where it is in this book. It's just really hard to flip to. I'll even show you what it says. Okay. So here we are. Dreams, curiosity, deception, gossip, illusions, infatuation. Your psychic antennas are in tune. You know exactly who's on the other end of the phone when it rings. Your sixth sense is working overtime. Listen closely to revealing insights. Sometimes the moon card suggests you're overwhelmed by life. This, right here. This. I am constantly worrying all the time, and all we need to do is push past this. And see, this card right here. This card, when I looked at it, I didn't really feel any sort of way about it. But when I read the description, it just made sense to me. So, like I said, I'm overwhelmed by life. I was up at 2:30 in the morning. I haven't went to bed yet because I've been so concerned and worried about this move, about moving into the apartment. That's all I've been thinking about. I've been on Pinterest all morning looking at organizational tips, decorating, all the supplies I'm gonna need, thinking about making a budget spreadsheet. That's all that's been on my mind for the past several fucking hours. 5 hours. I've been awake for like 5 hours, and it's been like a constant thought process. It has not stopped. As you can tell, I'm speaking quickly and almost tripping over my own words, but it's I do it to myself. But like I said, so it says, where are we? Overwhelmed by life. Be aware of deceitful people. Friends could be gossiping behind your back. There's lots of rumors floating around. This doesn't really latch on to me that well. That chunk right there. Most phases take 1 month, so don't expect changes to happen for 30 days. You'll need lots of your energy to deal with negativity. Listen to your intuition, but get advice from others too, as it may be hard to understand your own subconscious messages or visions right now. This is the reverse, and it still kind of goes together. Use your intuition. It won't serve you wrong. It does say listen to other people, because I either like put myself in this situation, I don't listen to anyone, or I listen to everyone and I'm confused. So this is like a balance right now, for me. But like I said, use your intuition. Listen to your intuition. I'm on the right path. This is all okay. It's all going to be okay. Now, back to this card. This was more clarification for my options. I said, okay, well, we figured out, as soon as I saw this card, I figured out my money situation. As soon as I saw that card, I just had this thought in my head, and it was like, you could do this. Like, it was like somebody telling me, like, did you not think about this? That this would solve all your money problems right now. Oh, sorry. I'm getting choked up. My mouth's dry and everything. Hold on. Got me a Sprite. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles. This was a very scary card for me to look at because it goes with my options card, but this also looks like, I don't even know what I thought when I saw this card. It almost was like left out in the cold. I had to leave, or or like I was abandoning. I don't know. Keywords. Here we are. Loss, struggle, problems, financial difficulties. Pentacles. Pentacles is always usually about money. And I always get pentacles drawn in my readings somehow because I'm constantly worrying about money. There's another pentacles card on the top over there. But this says, there's a strong warning associated with this card. You may experience a loss of some kind. More than likely, it's financial. I have no money in my bank account right now. It could be very well that it could very well be that a cherished friendship is ending too, and try as you might, you cannot stop it from happening. However, if you've already been dealt a blow, know that you can change things for the better. There's still time to rectify the situation. In other words, there's hope. Use your intuition as a guide. That takes me back to when we were talking about, I just said before I started talking about the Five Pentacles, as soon as I saw this card, I thought of the solution to my problem, my money problem. As soon as I saw the Seven of Cups, I knew what I needed to do. So when I'm getting this Five Pentacles on top and it's saying use your intuition as a guide, I said, do you have any more messages about this? Because this was a little confusing. Use your intuition. At first, the reason I asked, I said, if you have any more clarification, is because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just like, because right before I did this reading, I was thinking, how can I make sure that I have enough money? Because I need to set up the internet. I need to set up consumers. I needed to solidify my renter's insurance situation. So when I saw this card, I don't know why the problem was instantly resolved. Like, as soon as I laid this card down, I had the thought of what I could do to fix the problem. But I didn't, when I read in the book that is like, you have all these options, all these different paths, you could go travel, you could do whatever. I was like, okay, clarification. Is this card for the solution? Is that what this card is about? Or did I just randomly happen to figure that out? Was it just coincidence? But no, this card gave me the solution, and this is saying trust that solution is correct. So I was ecstatic when I read what this card was all about. Now, I said, do you have anything else you want to say? And I didn't say I needed clarification on any of these other cards. I just said, if there's any other messages you want me to hear, please let me know. So I drew these cards. This one kind of flipped out on accident. This one kind of flipped around. It didn't come out all the way. It just flipped around while I was shuffling. And I said, I don't know if you really want me to pull this card, if this card's necessary. But this card is I don't know how you say that, One of Wands, the wand, one, whatever. That was talking about like creativity, creation, excitement, goals. There's excitement in the air. You'll find yourself very enthusiastic about a new idea or goal. The energies that surround you now create the perfect type of environment for growth and success. Go after a far-fetched dream. This is a period of exciting adventures and opportunities. Enjoy the ride. If you have an idea for an invention of some sort, don't drop the ball. Run with it. This period favors all types of new creations. So, and then this book likes to tell you like the reverse position. Now, I know a lot of people on YouTube here, they don't talk about what the card is in reverse. It's kind of split 50-50 from the videos that I've seen. But it says if it was in the reverse, it would say no matter how hard you try to get along, it seems everyone is working against you right now. Don't allow yourself to get discouraged. A commitment may be broken. You really can't depend on others, but don't abandon the sinking ship. I know you're feeling frustrated and all your efforts seem to meet up with roadblocks. Even your enthusiasm can't seem to get you through certain barriers. Be patient. In time, the universe will work with you on building new dreams. No one will be able to stop you. So, not even myself. Things are happening and they're going good. First wand that I pulled, One of Wands, and it's about creation. So, before I pulled this on the way to the location I'm at now, I was like, you're gonna have to do a vlog today. You're going to have to vlog this experience. Whether or not you get it up on YouTube, that's at your own discretion. But you should probably vlog today. I told myself, like, and I do this all the time. I am like, this is gonna be the first video I upload on YouTube. I'm gonna do YouTube. And every time I film, and then it just sits there. And then because I don't want to edit, I delete it, and then I've lost that content. I've recorded so many things for you guys, and I've never uploaded them because when it comes to editing, I just don't feel creative enough. I don't feel inspired enough. I don't want to do it. I feel like this is telling me, like, it'll be worth it in the end, because your artistic talent will come through in the editing, and people are just going to be, they're going to want this. You need to do this. So, you're welcome. I'm going to upload. Whether this is the first video or not, I'm uploading. It's going to happen. I don't even care if this video doesn't get edited. I don't care if it's 45 minutes long. It's going to get uploaded. I'm going to do it. Okay, so the next card that I pulled after the One of Wands, I pulled the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is always about money. And when I saw this card, I thought, she's plentiful. She's in the garden. She's with the bird. And there's a snail. And I was like, this isn't really about animals, but things are coming to her without question, without asking. She's just like, oh, hey. Sorry, I was itching. Oh, hey, little buddy. Come chat with me. So this is what it says. Well-being, security, and money. Life seems so perfect. The choices you've recently made are positive ones. Look for a windfall of some sort, perhaps an inheritance or a large gift of money. Someone can buy you an expensive gift. You can receive a scholarship if you apply for one. With extra money at your disposal, spend wisely but enjoy this newfound wealth. You will be full of energy too and quite healthy. Any type of exercise routine, diet, or self-improvement course is highly favored at this time. This is like I said, this is the reverse, and I just took everything at face value, not positioning. But this is talking about, like, keep your things close, don't let people borrow things, they might get damaged. It means loss of some kind. You might feel broke, which I am currently. There's no cash coming in. That's true. You're scraping pennies together. I collected all my bottles yesterday, but it says be patient. This is a temporary situation. Pick up part-time jobs if you can to tide you over. Sorry. And I did get a second job, and I worked 3 days this past week. I'm not going to get paid until the 21st, but I'm going to have money coming in. It is temporary. See, I don't believe that I'm getting another big chunk of change, but it's saying, like, don't worry about your finances. Stop worrying so much. Stop letting this repeated thing bother you. Stop letting money worry you. And, my boyfriend says that to me all the time. Money is not an issue. He says that, like, as if he's a millionaire. I'm always like, why do you say it like that? You seem so confident that we're going to have all this money. We never have loads of money at one time. But he's not worried about it. He says, you shouldn't worry about it. I really shouldn't. This is the last card I pulled. This is the Ten of Wands. So this looked like, to me, like a heavy load. Carrying a heavy load, struggles from past, struggles of my own that I create. This is me carrying as if all of my emotional stuff is baggage, but there's this castle on a hill in the distance. I'm going towards it. This is the end. This is where I finally get to put all of these wands down. I get to relax. I get to be carefree. Ten of Wands. This is what keywords: tired, drained, responsibility. Responsibility is right. I've been so worried about making sure I'm on top of everything for my apartment. It appears You have taken on too many responsibilities. There's flurry of activity as school or work projects appear to be overwhelming. School has always been overwhelming for me. Ugh. But it says, don't worry, this period will pass and soon you will have a lot of free time to do things you really enjoy. You see, the Ten of Wands teaches you about being responsible for your actions, about commitment and promises. There will be a reward for all of your hard work and efforts. Don't get discouraged. Sweet success will be yours. Consider this, okay, this is what it says in the reverse. Consider this a positive and powerful position of the Ten of Wands. All of your hard work is paying off and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. If there's been stress and anxiety, which there has in your life, is now fading away. Soon you'll be able to kick back with your friends and enjoy yourself more than ever. There's a satisfaction in knowing you've completed a task or project. I may add, you did a very good job. So what this card represents to me, so like here we are. This is my past. I'm moving from it. All my worries, all my troubles. This represents everything that this is what I've been waiting for, and I'm finally heading towards it. So I've been waiting to get an apartment with my boyfriend since the day we fucking met, okay? I've been wanting to just grow up and be in my own space, and I've had all of these options and all these ideas and all these things I've been worrying and thinking about. It's been getting in the way, but like I for sure know that this apartment that I'm about to get, it's going to solve a lot of my issues. And my boyfriend has really been there to help me with this. And honestly, because of him, I'm getting this apartment. It's been a long time coming. He's been out of work for a really long time. That's something that we've been struggling with. I've been working constantly. I've had 2 jobs at once, on several different occasions. I've went through many jobs in the past year and a half, 2 years with him. We've been together almost 2 years. And I've done a lot on my own and thinking that I have to do everything all by myself. And he's always like, don't worry, I'm here for you. We're doing this together. And everything's going to be okay. And in part, it's because of him. And I mean, he's not in this, and I feel like this is a representation of me because I have all of these wands, all of my worries, all of my responsibilities, but I'm heading home, and I consider my boyfriend home. So this is him in the picture. This castle represents my boyfriend. This represents our home, our apartment. This represents everything that I've been working towards, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Today is the day I will get to this place. I will be able to put down all my wands, all my worries, and just relax in my own space. So this was the last card I pulled, and I was very, very ecstatic and happy to see that, because that's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to hear, was that everything was going to be okay. And Spirit Guide tells me that all the time. Every time I pull, they're like, everything's going to be fine. You have to trust in your intuition. I am a very intuitive person, but I don't intuitively believe in that sometimes, so that's why I pulled tarot, because Spirit tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Even if you don't believe in what you're hearing, they know it's truth. This all makes sense. So that was my tarot reading for the morning, my little meditation, what is happening, for the day. This is the end of my tarot reading. I hope you enjoyed. I know I'm kind of frantic all over the place. That's me on a regular. But I really believe in my intuition. I believe in the cards. I believe everything happens for a reason, and the angels and spirit guides and whoever you believe in of a higher power, they're here to help you, not hurt you, and they're here to push you forward toward better things and push you towards your goals to succeed. And that's what I love so much about tarot and all of this. So that's it for today. Like I said, I'm no master, or you know what I mean, but I'm learning. So I hope this made sense. I hope I did okay. But like I said, this is for me, not for everyone else. Like if you want to see another one of these kinds of videos. And please subscribe. I would love for you to join this family. Today is going to be a great day. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.